Okay, so once again, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to all those who've been able to take time out to join today. Many thanks to all those who've been able to join today. Uh, I will just share the screen. One second. Yeah. Uh, is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So look, the speaker of the day is Mr. Deepak Saraswat, and he's the young founder of Elderly Home Care an institution offering elderly home care services. And we are so eager to hear him. I personally would like to know more about what all is being offered under the home care services. But before we get into hearing him, and before I formally introduce him to everybody who's on the webinar today, I will just introduce NSNU. NSNU or Naya Savera Nayi Umang with a tagline of Beyond Years, Beyond Boundaries. Beyond Years because for us, the beneficiary in Naya Savera Nayi Umang is the 60 plus. It is our vision, mission to keep the elderly engaged and empowered. And beyond boundaries, because we do hope that as we take steps in the course of months to come,
हाँ जी.
years to come, we will be able to go
अरे
beyond the
join the
boundaries.
webinar. There are only 9 of us. जबकि Manoj has joined from 2 phones. I've joined from 2 phones.
Can I just request,
फिर
please, the others to keep themselves mute?
मैं घर पर हूँ. If you're around, come over.
Sorry,
आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ. अरे how nice. आ जाओ आ जाओ.
Okay. Let me get back to the slide again. Yeah. So, like I was saying, yeah, beyond years and beyond boundaries, because we do hope that in the course of our journey, we will be able to take it beyond the boundaries of Bharat. So, in short, I mean, this is what it is. It's been established with a profound commitment to further enhance, like I said, the quality of life for our seniors. But yet, we are saying to ourselves that this is a space for professionals of all ages to come together. Uh, I mean, we will not succeed in this endeavor to keep our elderly engaged and empowered unless and until every section of the society thinks the same way. And hence, it's important for youth, for the not so elderly, also to come and join in this endeavor. So very briefly and very quickly, this is how it started, and this is particularly, I think, Deepak, for you as well as for those who are joining probably for the first time. It all started in August of 2023, and I was already 59 then, and I had just come back from overseas into India, and I wanted to understand the social sector in India better, and I enrolled myself for a social impact course in one of the very renowned social impact institutions. And while I was doing that course, I was exposed actually to the incredible amount of work that the grassroots Indian NGOs were doing to solve myriad of social problems that India has always had for decades. And that's when I was also inspired to work voluntarily for a cause. And I was already at the cusp of, I mean, I was at the cusp of 60, and I was on no mood to hang my boots. So I thought, what better cause to drive than elderly care and engagement? And of course, it's always been my firm belief that 60 plus, with loads of wisdom, experience, and knowledge within them, is one of the most matured demography to find. And it is definitely an injustice, not just to them, if one has to retire them, but also to the larger society. And with all those thoughts,
तूने
NSNU
उसमें
or Naya Sapera,
कॉफी स्टिक
New
पर
Monk is born.
उसके घर में.
I will just request people to keep themselves mute, else I'll have to mute them. Okay. So as we started our journey in August 2023, we looked at, what are the generic problems that basically plague or rather bother or stress the elderly. And we said that it could probably be capsuled under four pain points. So the first, of course, being deteriorating health. As people age, health becomes an issue. As people also, retire and don't have a regular source of income, the inflation and the rising costs also starts to, pinch, and that was the second pain point. And third is that as people age, there is an increasing dependency for small things to be dependent upon others. And of course, with age, God forbid, if the one of the partners is also not around, with dwindling joint family systems, more of nuclear families, there is also the feeling of loneliness that one has to combat with. Now, in order to address these pain points, we said, what can we do? So we said, essentially, what we can do is we can look at, a few focus pillars. So we listed for ourselves five focus pillars, and we said health and well-being, community engagement, looking at estate and financial planning, advocacy and awareness, and collaborations and support. That these would basically be the pillars around which we will endeavor to do whatever we do. And the conduit through which we would do things or engage is through events, through partnerships with other like minded institutions. And while we do these partnerships and we do these events, we would offer to the people who come and join this cause an opportunity to connect with each other. So we started, after a year of planning and deliberations. We started last year. It's about a little bit more than a year now that we started in 2024, and this is what we set for ourselves as a 2030 mission. So we said that we will want by 2030 to get in about 50 cities. It is an ambitious mission, and within those 50 cities, we would mostly be in India, but we would see if we could get into a few cities overseas as well. So right now we are present in Lucknow and Delhi NCR, and we do have a presence in Kolkata as well. And then the idea is to keep adding cities every financial year as we move along to 2030. We do have a strong advisory board and an executive body. We also have somebody who's spearheading our communications and research. And then in every city that we go, we do have citywide chapter committees supported by what we call the volunteers as ambassadors and community catalysts. So very quickly, this is the governing board team in which, apart from me, there is Sanjay Govil, Surendra Pawar, and Manoj Banwal. They all come from different fields. Sanjay is from the development sector himself. Surendra is a businessman. Manoj is from the Air Force. We have Balwinder Aluwalia, Ravi Prasad, and Suranjan Kar, again from different fields, but then all experienced and capable in their own way. The advisory board is again a board with lots of experience, and we have all of these people on the advisory board, and it's an ever expanding advisory board. We also have this as the Delhi NCR committee and Kolkata committee, and then of course we have lots of volunteers. There are a few listed here who we call as community catalysts. This is our communications and research lead who handles all the social media. We have a robust website. We also have a podcast partner. These are some voices and videos of support from people internationally, from the organization from various organizations. These are some photographs from some of the past events that we've conducted. Uh, Essentially, what we've been doing over the last 1 year has been a lot of work with old age homes. There is a small population of all the elderly that live in India I believe, 150 million people who are 60 plus in India. There is only a very small population that lives in old age homes. But then that's one segment that we've been engaging with in Lucknow as well as in Delhi. And we've made quite a bit of progress with the engagement there. The other one that we would definitely like to engage with for the benefit of the elderly is the one that we're going to talk about today, which is the elderly home care space. And then we're also looking to see uh, if we can keep the elderly engaged through events, through let's say Elders Club. So that's something that we're looking at piloting to begin with in Lucknow. So, being a startup, our model is essentially based on memberships and donations. And we purposely kept our membership very low at about 1,000 rupees for a year. And for people who want to become lifetime members, it's 10,000. And for 70 plus and global citizens, at the moment, the membership is not mandatory. So with that, I will stop with my presentation, and I will now hand it over to Deepak. Deepak, I can run the slides for you, or if you want to run the slides yourself, that is also fine. But let me just take a minute to formally introduce you. So Deepak Saraswat is the founder of ElderBlissCare, and as you can see, he's a very young person. He's a purpose-driven initiative. It's a purpose-driven initiative committed to providing dignified, accessible, and compassionate elder care services across India. With over 18 years of experience in the IT and services sector, specializing in sales, marketing, and operations, Deepak left the corporate world to start this and bring a strategic, empathetic, and customer-first approach to the healthcare space. Having spent nearly a decade as a primary caregiver to his own aging parents, Deepak deeply understands the emotional and logistic challenges faced by families. And just at the beginning of this webinar, Deepak was telling me that this basically started by the fact that he was caring for his aging parents for nearly a decade and understood the emotional and logistic challenges that were faced by families. And this personal journey inspired him to leave the corporate world and build Elder Bliss Care, a platform designed to support seniors and their families through medical engagement and wellness services right at their doorstep. So today, ElderBlissCare operates with a dedicated team of professionals and caregivers, offering everything from nursing and physiotherapy to emergency support and companionship services. Deepak's vision is simple and powerful: to ensure elders receive care with dignity and families receive peace of mind. So with that, I'll hand it over to Deepak. And Deepak, let me know if you want me to present the slides or you would want to do it yourself.
I'll actually take over from here, sir, if you don't mind. It will be
Oh,
very tough to follow suite after the presentation that you've given, but I will give it my best shot.
okay. So I'm stopping sharing then. Or you want me to share? You're
I'll share
sharing.
the presentation, sir.
Okay. Go ahead, please, Deepak. Over to you now.
Is my screen visible?
It is Deepak.
Just going back a slide. Just give me a second. All right, I think we're in business. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for everyone who has joined, and would love once Saran sir shares the presentation with other people. Would love the fact that all the elders joined with NSNU have an exposure to the services that we are offering. First of all, I'd like to take a couple of minutes and thank NSNU for choosing Elder Bliss Care to do this presentation. It means a lot to us. We are a young organization as well. NSNU obviously is a little bit more established, and this opportunity means a lot to me. Saran sir, whatever you're doing, hats off to you, sir. And thinking about being an elder yourself and thinking about the entire other elders in the community is a very, very graceful thought. And I will not try to use the word elder again and again, because I feel Age is just a number. I've seen a lot of elders doing stuff that youngsters would not even think of. So I have a member in Elder Bliss who is a bike rider, and she is 70 plus. So age is not a constraint, it's not a limit anymore. So very quickly, I'll get into the presentation. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to type that in the chat box. I will try and take the questions as an interactive session as well, or answer all of them at the end. So again, thanks Swami Sir and Sir for giving me the opportunity to present here. I'll begin with our mission. Our mission is simple. We believe in providing holistic care for the elderly right at home. We are here to help families give their parents and loved ones the dignity and care and support that they deserve. How we do this is, first of all, we all, the founding team, got together as primary caregivers. Most of us have been struggling with issues within our own family. So it's just not a business for us, it is deeply, deeply personal. I have had issues with my parents, wherein my mom had a paralytic stroke in 2017. She passed away in June, on the 2nd of June this year, unfortunately. But we were able to keep her with us for almost 9 years. And she never had any issues as such, but obviously the problems with movement, the problem with attendance, the problem with people taking care of her made me realize that there are a lot of gaps in what is being done for elder care right now. If I talk about the number of elders in India, the number is close to 11% of our entire population, which is close to about 150 million. This number is set to increase by about 3 to 4% by the year 2030. And by 2050, we're looking at a doubling of this number. So, as per the estimate, 20.8% of the Indian population will be above the age of 60 in the year 2050, which makes this sector in itself a very crucial one, and providing the right kind of care at home is essential. So far, we've been able to serve close to 800 families. We've managed about 70 emergencies and delivered more than 1200 plus healthcare services at home for elders. As I was telling Sami sir and sir, my mission is that if an elder calls me up at 4 p.m. in the afternoon asking for a pair of slippers, nobody in my team is going to say no, and we'll try and deliver it within the next couple of hours. Talking about the essence of home care, the first thing that came to my mind is a lot of elders do not know which ambulance to call, which hospital to go to, and coordination in itself becomes a big, big issue. So what we've done is we've stitched the technology into our app. Right here, you can see. Sorry, does someone have a question? If there is
Deepak,
no
continue.
question,
I have muted the person. I don't think it was a question,
okay,
but I muted the person. Please go ahead.
perfect. So first of all, what we've done is we've stitched the technology into our app. We download the app on the elder's phone, making it very convenient for them to get ambulance coordination right at home. So if there's any kind of medical emergency, you just click on this panic button that you see on the screen, and immediately a 24 by 7 call center calls you and asks you what the situation is, and they would try and coordinate the ambulance for you so we can get you to the nearest hospital, get you the medical attention that you need. In case you have a preferred hospital, we have the provision of getting you a medical attention and then shifting you to your preferred hospital as well. The point is that there is a kind of golden hour during emergency, which is the first 60 minutes. That is the most crucial time for an elder or any other patient as well. So we are giving you the means to reach the medical attention to you within 20 to 30 minutes and get you to the hospital. Besides this, whenever you press the panic button, it not only goes to the ambulance team, but it triggers a response to us as well. So our core team is made aware that an elder is facing some kind of emergency. While the ambulance is being coordinated for you by the call center, we are also at the back end trying to reach out to you to understand and assess what exactly is the emergency and how we may be able to help you. Besides this, we also have doctors on call. This is general physicians plus specialists. So we understand that not all of us are medical professionals. So while handling the emergency for you, we make sure a medical professional is on call or they are doing routine checkups and follow-ups at home so that the elder's life is made convenient. So basically, any elder who has ongoing health issues can approach us and ask us to schedule doctor visits for them. And also, on need basis, we can get you specialist doctors like pulmo doctors, onco, or orthopedic right at home. Besides this, we're making sure that elders lead a very healthy and active life. We have a pool of more than 250 physiotherapists who are qualified, do personal rehab plans, and continue to progress your, they monitor your progress on a day-to-day basis. This is basically to help you post-surgery or with neuro issues or ortho support. And we do this right at home at very affordable rates. Besides this, in terms of home care services, we have police verified trained staff who are available for 24 to 12 hours. And we also provide nursing staff, uh, which can be for a short visit, or they can also be stationed at your home in case there is a critical care case. So we are able to provide those staff as well. Besides this, there is a complete pool of clinical care that we are able to provide right at home. So this includes lab tests, diagnostics. The reports are shared digitally. We have partnered with enough and many people to ensure that the elder does not have to leave their home unless they want to. We want the elders to be active and happy, but for the set of elders who do not wish to move out of their home, we have made a pool of these services so that they are able to get the convenience of having all of this done right at home. Besides this, we also provide medicines at home, dental care at home, and we are trying to do as many tie-ups with different agencies so that our elders are able to get very special rates, special discounts. For medicines, we are able to offer anywhere between 20 to 25%, which is way more than any of the pharmacies usually offer. We're trying to build an ecosystem for the elder where they're able to get all of the services at a very discounted rate and they're able to get it at home. We also do a complete ICU setup at home in case any elder faces, a deteriorating health issue. Sometimes, elders, it's very common with elders that they have strokes and they have, unfortunately, situations where they become slightly bedridden or they're not, able to move around. In those cases, we can do a complete ICU setup at home. We have partners who are able to provide all kind of medical equipment, not only for purchase, but also on a rental basis. So all of these machines and hearing aids that you see, we're able to give you trials and we are able to do all of this setup right at home. Now talking about a very interesting aspect, basically we have launched a service which goes with our membership plans. We call this person an elder bliss guardian. The ideal candidate for this particular position is someone who is married in their late 30s, people who are passionate about elder care, and most of these people are work from home moms. So basically, they are the primary care coordinator to the elders that sign up with us, and they interact with these elders as a daughter on a day-to-day basis. And in some of the membership, we also have the option where they go and meet the elders personally, so that elders are not confined to the means that they have in terms of engagement. These people are supposed to play Ludo, Carom with the elder, take them out for movies, depending on the kind of membership that you take. So basically, it's a person who can help you out in terms of removing loneliness from your life, and also behave like that extra son or daughter that you always wanted. Now, we also have a concept of care companion. This is a very short visit kind of a service that we offer to our elders. Basically, on an hourly basis, we can send someone to physically support elders with any of the activities that you see listed here. So, if an elder is not feeling up to the mark, but unfortunately, they have to go to the bank to, kind of withdraw cash or withdraw some money or place in a check, we offer care companion services wherein our care companion can accompany the elder for 2 to 3 hours, and they would be able to physically help the elder with walking, making sure that the elder is taken from their home and dropped back in a safe and sound manner. This service seems to be a super hit with our elders because a lot of them are quite mobile, but sometimes, due to age, falling becomes a big thing with elders. They tend to lose their balance, and once they have a fall, their health starts deteriorating. So, in order to avoid that, a lot of elders want us to send these care companions on an hourly basis to help them out with their errands. We've also tried to make travel very convenient. So we've seen there's a lot of elders who actually want to kind of do group travel, meet new friends, socialize a little bit more. For example, we recently got an inquiry from Sarita Vihar, which is a place in Delhi. They have a association of senior citizens, and they keep giving out tenders for group travel, and that group travels in about a group of 100 to 120 elders together. So we're trying to make sure, Ubers, Ola, all of this is done through us so that we are able to make the elders' life more convenient. Now, why would you choose Elder Bliss? Simply because we deliver. As you can see, we've mentioned transparent pricing. We've been able to satisfy more than 800 families. The founding team are all primary caregivers to their parents. We have very quick response times, and we are able to support you 24 by 7 during emergencies. And owing to our experience, our combined experience, we've been in elder care for more than 10 plus years. A little bit about what families say. So Gitanjali from Faridabad regained her father's mobility with our sessions that we gave through our physiotherapy, plus what was repeated by our caregiver who was placed with her father. She still is a big fan of Elder Bliss and has been taking the service from the last 4 months. Raminder Kaur auntie from Gurgaon says her therapist has helped her regain confidence in life, which I believe is a blessing in disguise. When an elder says something like that, it deeply touches my soul, and makes me very happy about the work that we're doing. Douglas Paul from Noida took emergency response services from us, and he took a host of services. Was very happy that we were able to help his wife. So his wife was more than 100 kilos. When I sent an ambulance for him during an emergency, I made sure that I send 3 attendants complimentary from our side, so that because of auntie's weight issue, nothing goes wrong and auntie is taken to the hospital on time. Aditya Mota from Greater Noida says our attendant cared for his mother exactly like family. So we are getting good words from elders and their family members across the board. These were just some examples that I wanted to share. These are real life stories of real families that we've touched, and it means a lot to me when I shared this with you. So that's about it. As I summarize, we have this tagline called "Welcome to Blissful Living," and that's all I wish for all the elders that interact with us. I again thank Sami sir for the opportunity to present here and kind of be in touch with those elders that are already getting a very good experience from NSNU, and I hope we are able to make the association very very strong, and I get the opportunity to interact with more and more elders through NSNU as well. Sami sir, that's it from my side. I'll just stop sharing, and we can take on questions if anyone has any.
Yeah, no, first of all, thank you very much, Deepak, for that awesome presentation and even more amazing work that you and your team are doing. I mean, yeah, I mean, that is definitely the growing need of the elderly. And like you
Correct.
said, I mean, this is only going to go exponentially in the years to come.
Right.
Uh, there are uh, quite a few people that I've spoken to who are like, 80 and 80 plus. And they've all said that, this is one thing where the space is evolving, but the need for more of diligent, passionate institutions, and especially passion flowing all the way down to the last mile caregiver is so very
Correct.
important. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, because eventually, I think what's important is the last mile care that is given. And from
Correct.
what you showed on the presentation, people saying, good things about ElderBlissCare is is awesome. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah. So, I just wanted, before, feel free to, raise your hands, anybody, and ask a question. But from my side, I just wanted to see if there's a possibility, Deepak, of you touching on the commercial side. I mean, in terms of what would be the membership plans like, uh, how expensive or inexpensive, these elderly home care services are. Uh, yeah, and what are the ones which you've seen through your experience are the ones that are mostly called out for. I would also want to inquire if at the moment you're concentrating on Delhi NCR, or are you also serving elderly outside of Delhi NCR? I mean, those are some of the quick questions, that come to my mind.
Sure, sir. So let me address that question in parts. So first of all, we have two sides of what we do. One is the care plans, which is the membership programs, and the second is medical services at home. So we have members and non-members. Currently, in the grand scheme of things, our app is open to all. So we are not charging anyone anything to download the app and use our emergency panic button. That is completely free of cost for elders. And I would urge all the elders, I will share the link with you. If you could have all of them download the app. The coordination of the ambulance during emergency is completely free to use. Right now, coming to the membership side of things, we essentially have four membership plans, but we are not restricting elders to go by what we are saying. We are customizing those plans as per what the elder needs. So depending on what they need, they can pick and choose, and the cost can be adjusted that way. So we have plans that begin as low as 500 rupees per month. That is the Elder Bliss 911 plan, which is basically to do with emergency coordination. You get a dedicated relationship manager, which is the guardian, and you also get a doctor teleconsultation per month free of charge. So those are the inclusions in that plan. And then the most recommended and the hot selling plan is called Bliss Lifestyle, which is a very subtle combination of healthcare services alongside emergency services plus lifestyle services. So basically, that plan costs 25,000 a year, which is for two elders in any residence. So it could be a brother, sister, husband, wife, or any other combination of two elders. We are able to support two elders at that cost. What happens in that is basically we give one complimentary BLS ambulance instance. So we pay for the ambulance the first time it is requested. Secondly, we have unlimited doctor consultation. Thirdly, you get the guardian to visit your place a couple of times a month, and we also give a few hours of the care companion, the hourly person, that is also included in the plan. So that ways it's about 2100 for two elders per month, which is very competitive if you look at it in the market. Now, we have two other plans. One is called Bliss Social, and the other one is called Bliss Health Plus. Social is basically for members who feel a little dejected and who feel a little away from society. It's a plan which is completely, stitched for removing loneliness from an elder's life. Basically, it has weekly visits of the guardian, wherein the guardian will take the elders out for a movie, take them to a restaurant to have a good meal. Will spend at least 3 to 4 hours whenever they visit. So it's a little bit on the higher cost side, but it's for people who have a complete, who are going into depression or have a complete loneliness issue. Then we have the Health Plus plan. This is for elders who are basically above 70, 75 and have some chronic conditions. So, as the name suggests, it's called Health Plus. It basically has a lot of medical touch points. So, there's complete health parameter monitoring, full body checkup, a doctor visit every month, unlimited doctor consultation, two instances of ambulance included in it, and this comes up to about 5,500 for two elders per month. Now, talking about the non-medical services, there is a plethora of services that we offer. Unfortunately, I would not want to go through the entire list and give the rates. If anyone has any kind of inquiry related to that, be more than happy to take that on a one-to-one basis.
Thanks, Deepak.
And
And you are at the
sorry,
moment.
just one part of the question which I did not answer. Currently, we are based out of Noida. We have a small office in South Delhi, and we are also planning to open one in Gurgaon. But currently, the way things are going, we are very, very strong in Delhi NCR. We have a complete hold. And I personally feel, because of the fact that I know that, unless you're physically present in a place, you're not able to provide elder care services. So we will not go beyond Delhi NCR unless and until I am physically opening an office there and my people are sitting in that office.
Uh, yeah, so I think that answers all that I had to ask. Before I ask more questions, I will open it up for anybody who wants to say anything as a comment or want to ask any question. Please unmute yourself and go ahead and ask. Okay, in that case, then I'll probably continue with my questions, Deepak. I mean, what you're doing is obviously, like I said, amazing and a need of the hour, in my view. How are you? How are you reaching out uh, to the elderly so that they come to know about what you're offering? I mean, one is of course the word of mouth, which is probably the most important way of
Correct.
yeah, spreading the good word. Uh, and like today, for example, you're able to reach a few people through this webinar. But
Correct.
what is the strategy, or what is the manner in which you are making more and more people aware of what you're offering?
Sir, I think because of the fact that I interact with elders and elders kind of resonate very well with me. I think it's because of their blessings and obviously the Almighty. He has been my guiding hand, and I have been doing the marketing strategy by myself. So far, what we've done is we've been able to build a very, very strong digital footprint wherein any ad that we have placed on social media, we are getting actual elders on those ads, and each and every ad is going beyond 100, 200 likes. And it's basically, for some reason or the other, I think it's just to do with the way we are being blessed, that it's falling in the right eyeballs. And secondly, what we've done is we've been doing some or the other offline activity on a regular basis. So offline activities like sending out WhatsApp messages, we've done some newspaper inserts. We've been the entire founding team from the last 4 weeks has not taken a week off. We've been working Saturdays and Sundays. Each and every Sunday, we are doing a camp nearby the office in some or the other society. Even tomorrow, we have a camp planned, and we just attended one in the morning today, which was a blood donation drive in Sector 107 in Noida. So we've been doing a plethora of things in terms of online and offline. And obviously, we have had our own connects with elders being in the industry over the last 3, 4 years. So that again becomes a blessing. All the previous elders who knew us, are actually approaching us now that we've opened our own organization. A lot of my seniors who I worked with in my previous jobs still do not know that I've started my own venture, and it's obviously I feel it's kind of integrity because of which I'm not approaching them yet, because I sold them a service when I was associated with the previous elder care organization, and it would not be right if I try and sell them Elder Bliss now. When they approach me themselves, that becomes a different approach, but I'm not reaching out to them proactively. Besides this, we also have a lot of data that we had acquired, through different campaigns that we were running. And on that acquired data, we run a few digital campaigns, email campaigns, WhatsApp campaigns. So leads are flowing in from each and every side, and our existing members and people who are with us, and especially our physiotherapists. So whenever the physiotherapist actually goes into the house, they are kind of introducing Elder Bliss. So that makes it a very, very good thing. And then what we are also doing is we are doing stuff in a very professional manner. So whenever a caregiver is going on, are you able to see this, sir?
Yes.
So we've printed identity cards for our caregivers, our attendants, our nurses, and our physiotherapists, and we physically placed these cards with the different supervisors that we have across Delhi NCR. So usually what happens is a lot of agencies, when they send their personnel, they do not have any identity card or company recognition. But we are, through this ID card, I am also marketing myself in different areas. So when someone's wearing a Elder Bliss ID card, there have been instances where they've gone to serve someone else, but a neighbor has asked, "What is this about? Can you tell me a little bit more? Oh, you're doing physiotherapy. How do I get in touch with the company?" So those are also ways of generating leads. So we've taken some mammoth steps and some baby steps, sir. But thankfully, we are in a good position where we're getting a decent amount of leads. We're able to touch a lot of elders around us.
And one question which I had asked, I think probably went unanswered, is among all these services that you offer, which is that maybe one or two services for which you see the maximum demand among the elderly community?
So the maximum demand that we get is for physiotherapy. So currently, we are running anywhere between, if I'm not wrong, 17 to 18 cases of physiotherapy on a daily basis. And these are people who are taking long term physiotherapy from us. The minimum in this would be about 15 days. So in a month, I am doing anywhere between 350 to 400 sessions of physiotherapy. And it's just, the beginning.
And is it possible to have the same quality of physiotherapy at home? as compared to, let's say, in a physiotherapy clinic where you have all the equipments and all the gadgets?
The core differences in the pricing, sir. Basically, now all the physiotherapists, the base requirement for us, we have chiropractors and physiotherapists both on board. The base requirement for us is that our clinical head, Dr. Shashank, and our physiotherapy head, Dr. Sunil Pandey, they basically take an interview with the candidate before we deploy the said person. So in that sense, with each and every act or medical service that we are doing, we have a list of quality norms that have to be followed. For example, if you're sending an attendant to someone's house, our nursing head first takes their interview and tells them about what activities they need to do over there. Only once she is in agreement, then the second interview is taken by our clinical head, and a time to time feedback of these physiotherapy guys, of these attendants, is taken by our quality team. So we have all these set norms wherein there is a base level of quality that has to be delivered, and we're trying to make, take that notch a step further each time we, kind of get a new case.
Right. And look, I don't want you to mention any names, neither would I, but there are other uh, elderly home care service institutions which
Correct.
have also been around, and more of them are sprouting up, which is good because the demand is only growing. How would
Right.
you differentiate yourselves from what you may consider as your competition? What is that differentiating factor?
The differentiating factor is all of these organizations have now become saturated, right? So they have the same one prong approach. I have three membership plans. I am not going to shift from these membership plans. So I am completely open to change. And I believe that each and every elder has different requirements. Some of them might not need a full body checkup, they might not need a doctor visit. So I am not going to insist on, take my membership plan. If it suits your lifestyle, I'm more than happy to give you that plan. But if you want to customize it in any way, I am very, very open and flexible to do that. And that flexibility will remain, Sami sir, because of the fact that I'm not looking for any kind of funding, right? I would be looking at funding only when we move out of Delhi NCR. So in that way, I do not have any overheads, anyone on my head bothering me about how much business I should do. I am happy with a small business, which I can sustain through my own profit and help the elders, rather than going into the same one prong approach that all the other elder care companies have done, and they have restricted themselves in the kind of service that they can provide to elders. So that is one. And the second part is how we are different is I have simply asked my team, come to me with the requirement, right? Whatever is the elder's requirement, you come to me with it. We will never say no to an elder. Whatever you need, we will try and find a way to get you whatever you need, rather than saying no, that we cannot do this, there is this restriction. So we are not going to say no. Third is, the senior team, the founding team, has had a lot of experience at home with their own families. So that makes it very, very easy for us to understand the pain that an elder is going through. And it makes us more passionate and eager to help.
Yeah, no, I think it's clear from what you say, Deepak, that it is pretty flexible, dynamic as you keep approaching and continuing on your journey. And more than anything else, from what I hear from you, it is customer driven. I mean,
Correct.
it's not push as we say in sales, but it's pull.
Correct. Correct.
So depending on what the customer wants, you are able to customize it. You're not able to you're not necessarily wanting to or doing a hard sell for your
Correct.
plan, rather than catering to what the customer needs, both in terms of, I think, the need as well as the affordability, and a value product is then probably developed from there. Because there are people within the elderly segment who would not mind spending, but at the same time, as we do understand, the uh, the value proposition is important for everybody, be it an elderly or be it not so elderly. So I think
Correct.
that is clearly one of the important things. One other thing before we close, uh, I see. Look, I can talk more. When we meet about what could be the opportunity for collaboration between NSNU and ElderBlissCare, but clearly, I think we are serving or trying to serve the same demography, the same beneficiary. What we do is slightly different in the sense that our approach is like I said in the beginning, we look at people who are living in old age homes. That's one small segment. And the other larger segment is people who live in homes, either alone or with spouse or with families, but nevertheless have a need for engagement and empowerment. And we try and approach that need by doing events. Events like what we're doing today, which is a knowledge sharing event, but also events which are outside the webinar in the form of a physical event, which is entertainment, which is just giving an opportunity for, let's say, a spiritual event or an opportunity for connecting, for socializing. So we have over the last 1 year thought of approaching societies. There's so many societies in Delhi, in NCR, where we could possibly do events which are of interest to the elderly there and the not so elderly there, and at the same time, I mean, we could also ride on each other's back in terms of you sort of offering them your value proposition, we sort of coming in with our kind of event that interests the people there in that society. Could be a society, could be a park, or could be any place where we see that there is a large percentage or a fairly large percentage of elderly living or coming together. So we can talk more about that, but that's just one thought that came to my mind as we were discussing today.
Absolutely, sir. I think, while you're doing the good work of engaging a lot of these elders, Elder Bliss can be the protection behind it. We can be kind of, so you're already doing the engagement part. I can be the health and the emergency part for all of these elders, and happy to, kind of, for some of them who are working professionals on the younger side, do not need a lot of don't have a lot of health issues, happy to customize a membership plan which is kind of for NSNU. So we
Yeah.
can go to that extent as well. So I think we can
Yeah.
do a lot of wonderful stuff together. uh,
Yeah.
and I love the way you're thinking, sir. I think
I
we
mean,
can
see,
take
look,
this to a lot of. Please
the
go ahead.
medical profession has always been a very noble profession. But
Correct.
unfortunately, I have to say this on record that there is a feeling amongst many of us who think that it's increasingly becoming or it's become commercialized,
Correct.
which was probably not the case, when let's say I was younger, or I lived in a smaller town 30 years back. Uh, yeah, I mean, so it's increasingly becoming commercialized. So in an era where medical services are becoming increasingly commercialized, everything is looked at whether you have an insurance cover or not, and if you have an insurance cover, then you could probably be fleeced to that much more because in any
Correct.
case you're not paying; it's coming out of the insurance. I think in
Correct.
an era and in a situation like this, it's good to hear that there are people like you and your company who are thinking of basically customizing it the way the customer wants it and not doing a hard sell, which is fine to do in sales in any other thing, but probably
Correct.
not in a profession like what
Correct.
you and me are.
I'll just add to some something to what you said, sir. So of late, whenever I have conversations with elders, and this is related to my own dad as well, top three things that doctors are concerned about, especially at bigger hospitals, and I'm also going to say this on record. So one is, do you have medical insurance. Second,
Yeah,
let's plan a surgery. Second is let's plan a surgery. And third is, when can you get admitted? These are the top three conversations that doctors are having with most of the elders. And it's rather unfortunate, sir.
it is unfortunate. Yeah, but I guess things will change, and we all live for a more optimistic and a better day. So thank
Correct.
you very much, Deepak, for an awesome
Hello,
conversation and an awesome
hello,
invitation.
sir. Hello, I want to speak something that sometimes the
Sure.
elders who stay alone, they don't know what to eat regarding their illness. So, do you send dietitians also at home?
Absolutely. We can arrange for dietitian as well, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that was my mother, Deepak.
Okay.
She is going to be 85 next month, and
Oh,
she makes it
very
a point
nice.
to attend every webinar that NSNU does. Yeah.
Very nice. Ma'am, can you put your camera on if that's possible? We would like to get your
Yes,
blessing,
I will see if I can.
Yeah.
Yes, can you see me now?
ma'am. Just waiting, ma'am. 1 second.
Hema Saran.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm able to
Hema,
see the screen. One
Hema
second.
Saran.
Just one
She's on
second.
camera. She's on
Oh,
camera.
I can see you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, beta.
Would
Thank you.
request you
God bless
to
you.
thank
God
you,
bless
thank
you,
you so
beta.
much,
God
ma'am.
bless you.
Indeed, God
Really,
bless you, Deepak, for all the good
very
work that
nice
you're doing.
talk, and I was so grateful that I'm able to hear that, listen the
Thank
whole
you
thing.
so much,
Thank you so
ma'am.
much, beta, for the good work you are doing.
Just
Thank you
by
so
putting on the camera, you have made my day, ma'am. Thank you so much.
much. Okay.
Thank you very much, Deepak, and thank you very much to everybody who attended today's webinar. We will have more of these kind of knowledge webinars in months to come, every month, and hope to keep you engaged and empowered. Thank you very much.
All
Uh,
right. Thanks,
we will see
everyone.
each other, Deepak, yeah, next month or the month
Take
after.
care. Take care, sir.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.